Welcome to another explosive edition of P&B Sports Show. I'm Abel Sunday. Last night, the Champions League playoff first leg delivered pure drama across Europe. In Istanbul, Galatasaray ran riot with a stunning 5-2 demolition of Juventus, a statement performance that has sent shockwave through the competition. Is this rebirth of the Turkish giant or the collapse of the old ladies? Meanwhile, in Lisbon, Benfica fell narrowly at home as Real Madrid secured a crucial 1-0 away victory. Real Madrid secured a crucial 1-0 away victory. Classic Madrid control or unfinished business ahead of the second leg. To break it all down, I'm being joined virtually by our respected guest analyst Walter Odige and our in-house tactical brain, Tom Aroko. Grab your teacup because P&B Sport start now. Welcome back. It's P&B Sport, reaching you live from the nation's capital. And I have the tallest man in Abuja, Tom Aroko. Good morning, and how was your night? I believe you had a fantastic night yesterday.
Good morning, Mr. Abel. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, sports lover and football fan. Last night was fantastic. I slept well, because of the Galatasaray game and we ended, and also because of the drama that happened, with Real Madrid as well. So it was quite a good night.
Do you think so? Because I can see your eye bag sagged down. I don't think you had a very good sleep, but let me leave you there. Walter, good morning. How is someone who this morning? Center of excellence. I can see excellency written all over you.
Please. We'll soon come to Lagos, and we expect to.
Let me come to you. Let's dive into the conversation, Walter. Tom. Let me start with you, Tom. Tom, yesterday we saw Galatasaray run riot over Juventus. Nobody expected that. 5 goals. That is unbelievable. But from your own view, what do you see? How do you see that game? I beg your pardon.
Coming into the game, I guess we looked into the histories of the game and everything, and we saw that for the past 8 matches, Galatasaray have not lost their past 8 matches, and they won the 4 straight in a row before now. So when they came in, I was like, these people, they have been consistent so far. And when we're doing pre-match analysis, we spoke about Victor Osimhen, his performances, and I think one thing I would notice about this match was the first of all, Juve in the first half, they decided that okay, we're going to come out, we're going to find a way to score, we're going to try to down a little, try to see how we can keep a counter. But I think this reminded us of why champions is very, very interesting. Seeing the amount of goals, because you can see the difference from the English Premier League, where coaches try to avoid making mistakes in the English Premier League. But in the Champions League, you can see that coaches just want to come out, see how they can try to score goals. And when we saw the first goal come from Juventus, I was like, okay, it's difficult for an Italian side to start like this and to actually see them make any mistake. Then we saw the equalizer, then we saw the second goal from Juve. Coming into the second half, I actually realized that Juve seemed like they were extremely confused. You could see them sit back, you see them move ahead, sit back, move ahead. But I expected that moving forward, that when you are up 2-1, that you should just control the game, control the pace, see how you can play, enjoy the possession, just try to control the game. And if you get any opportunity, hit on the counter, you have any opportunity, just score a goal. But that's not what we saw from the Juventus side. We saw the Juventus side that was trying to play like Galatasaray. Galatasaray came all out, seeing how they could try to score a goal after when it was 2-1. But we also saw Juve playing like Galatasaray, playing like they were down, which I thought was their mistake. And we saw a Galatasaray side that obviously we saw Victor Osimhen with 2 assists. We saw the way he played.
Is it that they lost control tactically in the second half? Because I think the first half you could give it again, but they did very well. They came from 1 goal down and they were winning two goals to 1 during halftime. But when they came back, it's like they took their legs off the pavement. From your own view, what can you say about that?
Yeah, momentum changed after halftime. But in the first half also, I think I saw the first half. Unfortunately, I didn't see the second half. In the first half also, Galatasaray were better team. They were far better than Juventus. They created more chances. They played on the front foot. They looked like a team that was going to win the game. And they got the first goal of the game, so they went ahead. But Juventus being a superior team to Galatasaray, they found a way to equalize and they scored 2-1. So it was an undeserved lead at halftime. It was football. They could have compared, and eventually won that game 4-1, 4-2, 5-2, 5-1. And so it happens like that because sometimes the momentum just leaves your hand. But Gala in the second half, they showed the world that okay, we are a bunch of a group of team, a group of players that are very, very talented, and they showed that immensely last night because they went 2-2, 3-2, and luckily for them, Juventus got red carded in that second half, and they went on to score 2 more goals. Osimhen might not have scored yesterday, but he had a hand in 4 of the goals, including 2 assists, 1 pre-assist, and one it was his press that led to 1 other goal. So he showed why it's the talisman, why it's the man that they paid 75 million euros to sign from Napoli. And I think he's been paying them a good fit, certainly in the UEFA Champions League season, because he scored against Liverpool the winning goal, he scored against I think Ajax, so he's been very, very good for them. And I think last year's result yesterday was a shocker in the whole of European football. So Galatasaray will go to the second leg, 3-goal advantage, and hopefully they can skip through to it.
Okay, let me stay with you.
Sorry, but I'm going to have to argue a little bit with what Walter said, talking about Galatasaray looking like the better side. Obviously, if Juventus is playing inside like Galatasaray, I feel in the first half what they did was they just decided to play low to see how they play defense. Because look at it, this is a side that have played about 4 matches and have conceded about 11 to 13 goals from, if I'm correct, in their last 4 matches. So coming in, I expected them, to just sit back. You score the goal, sit back and stay there. But they just came into the second half and they decided that they want to start running right. But I think that's what they did.
Okay, Walter, let me still stay with you. From your own opinion, do you think this is Galatasaray's best performance in recent time?
I can't really. I don't know. I don't know if I should say that. I think they are best performance this season will start game. I think Ajax in the group stage. But this is when the stakes are higher. This is when it matters most. This is the most important part because that game against Ajax, if they had lost that game, it wouldn't have affected them. It's cause for no alarm. But this game, if they had lost this game, they would have literally been out of the UEFA Champions League because they were going to Turin after losing at home would have been very, very, very difficult to come back from. But that said, I think yeah, I want to go agree with you and agree with that. That was a five-star performance. That was a master plan. This is the best we are talking about. One of the greatest European teams, to be able to cancel, dominate, and against them like that. I think that was a message. And that
Made it yet. They've not made it to the round of 16 yet. But let me come to you, Tom. Tom, do you think Juventus? Okay, Tom, do you think Juventus can overturn this in Turin? 3-goal deficit. Do you think it's possible with what you saw last night?
Honestly, with what I saw last night, I do not think it's possible. And with the way they've been playing prior to this match, I do not think it's possible. Because normally, just look at recent histories. Normally, an Italian side is the side that by the time they are 2-1 up, I do not see winning that game. But I believe that with the standard and with the kind of players that Juventus have.
And we saw all what happened yesterday. We have the likes of Mourinho even getting red card in that game. So we'll try to unpack what really happened and the racial abuse against Vinicius. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back. And let me start with you, Walter, before I go over to Tom. Walter, Real Madrid, Benfica. We saw what happened before the playoffs. I think that was the last game they played each other before the playoffs and the dramatic turn of event. But yesterday was a different ball game entirely. Real Madrid was able to secure the 3 points, all 3 points yesterday for them to seal it at Bernabeu.
it's never enough. It's never enough. Yes, advantage Madrid because they've got the difficult starts. It was a bad moment for them. That it affected them in all aspects because now they are having to play the extra games of the UEFA Champions League playoffs. So I think it's a good result for Madrid getting that win at Benfica. So it's advantage Madrid going to the Bernabeu, and I want to put my money on Madrid to qualify for this.
Okay, I believe Tom might share some sentiment, but Tom, let me come to you with this. We saw a fantastic goal from Vinicius Junior yesterday, very fantastic, but that racial abuse take away the shine of that goal because that's what everybody should be talking about. But with that guy coming to tell him that is something else, well, I don't want to call that on air. But do you think this racism can go away from football?
I'm surprised that in 2026 we are still seeing things like this happen. I remember countless number of times when you see him get a yellow card and looking at the yellow card, I think I was watching, I was like, why did they give him a yellow card? Was it because of the celebration? Was it because he danced around the pole of them on the corner, or what was the point? Corner, or what was the point? To have scored that goal and to also have issues with Cristiano as well. I do not think that somebody that scores a goal, somebody that is one goal up, will actually just decide that, oh, I want to create chaos today. Exactly. So I feel that that's quite unfortunate. And I think Mourinho came out later and was saying that they had a conversation with Cristiano, and that's what Cristiano said. Obviously, we expect Mourinho to come out and say that, Vinicius Junior. He told him to celebrate the way he wants to celebrate. And one thing that I want people to understand is we should not make this about Division Junior. The recent times we've seen Division Junior, he has been the center of attraction in causing trouble, causing chaos. Understand this. We should not make this about Division Junior. The recent times we've seen Division Junior, he has in recent times. But the only reason why this should be about Division Junior is because of what Christianity did to him. It's not about Division Junior. I love the way Division Junior handled it. When Christianity, when Christianity said something, he covered his mouth. You don't know what he said. You don't know if he said what he was, if he said what he was accused of saying. But obviously, he said something, because if he was going to say something good, there's no need for him to cover his mouth. So that's why. So I feel that there's an issue. And when Division Junior handled it, to run it to the referee and telling the ref that see what happened, instead of just attacking Christianity and probably getting a red card and being sent off. I feel that that is the right thing he did. But look at Mourinho. Mourinho will not be available at Bernabeu because of issues that.
So can you, from your own assessment, do you think that celebration was somehow intriguing? Did it incite the fans? Like, did it get them more, trigger their anger, frustration? Again, that is one. Then secondly, for Mourinho to go and get a red card, he will not be on the line for the return leg. Don't you think that's also a big deficiency for how they call, for Benfica going to the second? And of course, that will count against them. Undoubtedly, if Mourinho is on that line, you know what he can bring to the table. But
I don't know. It's just dancing at the flag, because it's in front of the old fans. Sometimes we need to be respectful when we are actually doing some certain things, like when we score a goal. You just up the excitement, or just up over 50,000 people. You don't want to rub salt to the injury. Just injure them, and you don't want to add salt to the injury. So I don't think that was good enough for Vinicius. But in the end, I think players do it. I think players should be great at the corner flag. I think players down by the score the goal. But I think it's because it's Vinicius. We all know it's Vinicius. We all know he has issues with fans. We all know how Vinicius can be troublesome and all of that. So, but that's part of the dance for me. It wasn't the best way. It just wasn't worthy. He could have just come up with something really, really, really nice. But for me, I'm just trying to be diplomatic, but I'm so words on my mind. Because if I'm still words on my mind, I don't think there's any issue in dancing after scoring the goal. But I'm coming from the Benfica's perspective. But that being said, whether he dances or doesn't dance, he does not deserve to be racially accused. There's no room for risk. There's no room. He doesn't deserve to be called a monk. Now, not just from the fans, from a professional footballer, And the talk is, he said he hasn't said anything to Vinicius, but he covered his mouth, and that's not good enough. So now I have to defend that he hasn't said anything. But that's that. I think UEFA will engage it, and I pray and I hope they do come up with the perfect result. So now for those people, I think him missing the second leg is a big deal. I don't understand why he was complaining. The referee gave the yellow card. I expected him to keep his cool after that, but he kept on ranting, and the referee was frustrated and gave the second yellow, which was a red card. So, in all honesty, I think I don't know. I think Benfica will be still huge.
Okay, thank you very much indeed, Tom, for your analysis, and also Walter, thank you so much for your analysis also on P&B Sports Show this morning. Thank you so much. All right, we've spoken about the dramatic turnout of Galatasaray, and then also the controversial 1-0 win for Real Madrid at Benfica. But the drama still continues. Hopefully by next week we'll see what pound out next week between these two sides. But of course, that's the size of our show this morning. You can connect with us on all social media platforms, on YouTube and Facebook at Politics&BusinessTV.English, on IG at PNBTV_English, on X at PNBTV_ENG. I'm Abel Sunday from me and the entire team here in Abuja. Say goodbye.